to die for the love, for the problem, I do. Your death is so painful. Your death is so painful. Your death is so painful. Very hard to bear. Your death is so painful. Your death is so painful.
Sir, I can see that you are into grievous mourning with your fellow Biafrans in this secluded environment. No one seems to be happy among you from our observations. Am I right?
Yes, you are absolutely correct. No one is happy here among us today because the death of these my Biafran brothers were untimely. The manner in which they were shot by the military is very gruesome and painful to us. It is painful to us because they never engaged themselves in any form of war or fight with the government or the military. Their death is devastating and disheartening. If these my Biafran brothers had gone out of line, challenging Nigerian government by then agitating with guns and machetes, thereby breaking the rules of engagement, their death wouldn't have been so painful to me and to others out there mourning their deaths. But they were very careful not to break the law by not taking up arms during their peaceful and well-organized agitations. Yet their lives were wasted just like that, with impunity. What do you call this, peace journalists? Is it not total humiliation to my big brothers? Nigerian government telling us we are nobody. They can crush us at any point in time and get away with it. And that is their message to the Biafran race. What happened in all Biafran land, especially in Abia State, is unbearable. I don't think using power of God to bring down the people agitating for what they believe to be their right is normal in the practice of democracy. Wasting of innocent blood, unjust killing of the innocent often defies the land. It attracts causes and poses unnecessary strain hardships upon the citizens of the land. Wherever you are, hearing me now, and you have conscience, whether you are Yoruba, Hausa, or Fulani, condemn the unjust wasting of innocent blood, so that such a thing will never happen to any member of your families. Don't begin to say it doesn't concern you. It concerns everybody. God is all ears, hearing what you will say inside you concerning the massacre of these my Biafran brothers here and there. If you see evil and decide to call it good out of hatred, that evil will surely come back to you one day, not matter your color or the tribe you come from. We must join hands to condemn evil, irrespective of your race or tribe, so that God of heaven will have mercy upon us and exempt our families from whatever spiritual punishment He will likely bring upon the committers of evil. Sincerely speaking, Abba Afaruku Omaya massacre is all call from his journalists. If I'm being punished for deliberately challenging the constituted authority, going against the constitution of the nation, doing things outside the provisions of the law, and I happen to be captured, killed, or imprisoned in the process, it will be a lesson to others not to challenge the government. But not when I have not done anything that warranted such a hardcore punishment of death, imprisonment, or unnecessary detention. And it depends. There is nothing that pains a child of my time like beating him or her where he has not truly done anything wrong. And if you watch the cry of that child of my age who was beaten for no good reason, you will see or rather notice that he's in deep cry of sorrow, different from an ordinary cry of an offender who was beaten for his or her evil deeds. I am crying for my people of great Biafra who were beaten and being tortured by the government for no good reason. Why the hatred by the government? Unjustified hatred. As a child, I keep on asking myself, why are my people hated, tortured, and killed? What is really their offense? Let me assume that their offense is their agitation for separation to govern themselves. The next question should be, why the agitation? What triggered the agitation? I mean, what is the reason behind the move for their agitation for separation? I have already mentioned a lot of things as the reasons behind the Biafra move for separation in the first interview I granted. Yet this government has not done anything to address those things I mentioned. Or is it not the work of any good government to secretly convene and come up with a positive solution for settlement in diverse problems arising from some quarters? But this government stand towards the problems of Biafrans. It's very annoying.
Sir, what do you mean by government stand towards the problems of Biafra? I don't understand.
What I mean is this. The government stand towards Biafrans is like you Biafrans must stay where we keep you. Don't complain or react. And if you dare complain or react, we will treat you as rebels, imprison you, or kill you to our own joy. Of course, that is exactly how this government has been treating my people. Imagine the recent pronouncement of Ipob as a terrorist group. The group recognized in the whole world as a peaceful, non-violent group. It's not funny? This government is really treating us like slaves captured in a war. Chai, but are we slaves? Have we been captured regarded as slaves in this country? The answer should be no, because I remember that General Yakubu Gowon never said that Biafrans should be treated as slaves. Rather, he said no victor, no vanquish, meaning no winner, no loser. I think it simply means let us come together to build a fresh, one united family called Nigeria. Hence, Gowon initiated the programs of 3R, that is to rebuild the places badly affected during the Civil War. It is called reconstruction. To rehabilitate those seriously affected by the war, it is called rehabilitation. To bring every component unit together under one peaceful united family called Nigeria, it is called reconciliation. But these wonderful programs were later abandoned or rather diverted because the reconstruction started in Lagos where there was no war and never came to the east where all kinds of destructions, genocide and atrocities took place as a result of the Civil War. Our elders often call it hypocritical programs designed to deceive the Easterners whenever they discuss it.
Sir, why did you say that these programs of General Yakubu Gowon were hypocritical?
It is because those programs were only in the theory. The government of Gowon never implemented them. The reconstruction started in Lagos where war was never fought. While the war devastated Biafran areas were left in shambles by the government. Chai, we Biafrans have been truly neglected by the government since after the Civil War. Imagine, in the case of state creation, they gave us only 5 states, while others have 6 or more. Go and verify. That denial of one state has really deprived the Biafrans in the southeast a lot of good things that are supposed to come to that zone, especially in the area of employment, development, and even representations in the federal houses. Southeast is deprived of one governor, many local government chairpersons, senators, House of Representatives, and all the rest of others, which I cannot continue to mention one after another. It is too numerous to mention. Is it after seeing all these things, the government will have the mind to tell us not to cry for marginalization? We cannot cease to cry for marginalization except the government decide to give us things, do for us as our rights. Not true Biafra man or woman is happy, except those few ones in the government. And even those few ones in the government are not totally happy within themselves, as some people think. Some of them are trying their best, pushing hard for our right to be given to us. But the numerical disadvantage and the federal houses always limit their efforts.
Sir, what do you mean by numerical disadvantages in the federal houses?
What I mean is this. For example, when you enter the House of Representatives and Senate, you will see 15 people from the north, 13 people from the west, and 3 people from the southeast and south-south. When any matter arises in such houses, what magic will the vote of 3 people do if the issues are put to vote? This is one of the fronts designed to push Biafrans to the back seat in the government. Few of my people in the government sincerely wish to help the people from their constituencies, but their hands are tied. Some of our people in the government are really hearing the cries of our people who voted them to be there. But the game of number has been designed to frustrate any of their efforts in doing the wishes of the people who voted them in. Don't be brainwashed. I said don't be brainwashed, thinking that all our people in the government are deaf to hear our cry. It is not true. I said it is not true. I'm being surrounded by people in the government, therefore I know exactly what I am saying. The effect of holding back one state, chief for Southeast, is highly annoying. According to my father, being together and starting one Nigeria would have been far better than separation. Had Nigeria indeed sincerely accepted us back to the system since after the Civil War. But look at what we have today. As I said in the first interview I granted, we are not in the military. Go to immigration, you will not see us there. Customs service, we are not there. Police, no. Even the civil defense, we are not there. Few Biafrans sit in these commissions I just mentioned are occupying the positions of no value. I mean the positions of rats. Everybody knows what rats faces in the midst of cats. Why then are we giving the positions of rats? My father often calls it ridiculously pitiable positions. Stop giving my people from southeast and south-south rat positions. It is not fair. Giving my people rat positions in the government is highly insulting. In fact, I don't understand the idea of this government talking of one Nigeria. Why they themselves, through their actions, never really included us in one Nigeria.
Sir, could you please give me some reasons why being together as one united Nigeria could be far more better than separation, as your father told you? Have Nigeria not excluded you people from the affairs of this country since after the Civil War, as you often sound in your speech?
To answer your question, my father said, a bunch of broom is far stronger than a stick of broom. That is to say, any country with diverse tribes that come together under one peaceful united nation is often strong and feared by other nations. Such a strong united nation formed by diverse tribes is a dream of so many nations today not to separate. But in a situation where my people are clearly being shown that they are not needed in this government, we have no option than to clamor for our own separate government. For God's sake, we resulted in the struggle for separation, seeing that we are not truly needed in Nigeria. We are being suppressed, dehumanized, and marginalized. Government of Nigeria will be the ones to quickly sound warnings and begin to pronounce. We cannot stand to see anybody making move for the unity of this great nation. If I may ask, who is really doing things that are tantamount to the disunity of this great nation, if not the government? Is it the Biafrans who are not needed to come close to any seat of power, or the government that often sees the Biafrans as a threat and thereby never allow them to occupy any meaningful position except the positions of no value? Who is deceiving who? No true Biafrans can be deceived by the love of unity being politically preached and pronounced by the government, right beneath their mind. we see their hatred towards we Biafrans. And such hatred is often seen by their unjustified actions towards us all the time. You don't care some of your children for telling you that you are neglecting them. No good father does that. As a father that you are, you don't dare kill or imprison the members of your family for telling you to give them their rights. You must know how to pet and pamper your children and bring them to order by reasoning with them at least. You don't go after the people you see as the members of your families, killing them even if they provoke you. Are you not their father? Overall father of this nation, Nigeria. We sin against God of heaven every day, but he never kills us. Rather, he says, come, let us reason together.
Child, this boy deserves an award.
Wow, I'm impressed. Well, notwithstanding, let me go back to what really brought us and my colleagues here. So tell me, why have you chosen to sing your song of lamentation over the death of your Biafran brothers and sisters in this secluded environment? I mean, it's strange to us.
Yes, you are right, Miss Journalist. It is really very strange. I decided to lament over the death of my people in this strange, quiet environment, where animals, birds, trees, and even the dead themselves will hear my cry and see my pains over the brutality of the military against my people. The way my people were killed does not call for celebration or singing music to cheer them up in their residential homes. The nature of their death is very strange. Many of their dead bodies were discovered in different bushes. Therefore, as a musician, it was necessary that I went round mourning their death in strange places of bush areas like this, where some of their dead bodies were discovered. As you see me coming out of the bush, their spirits are being calmed and consoled in the land of the dead through my music.
But sir, I thought the Bible says that it is appointed for one to die once, and after that judgment follows. That is to say that the dead has nothing in common with the living. So how do you think that the dead will hear your cries and your lamentations?
The dead may have no connection with the living, as the Bible says, but not with music. I think I have indeed communicated with them and calmed their spirit through my music titled Lamentation in this quiet environment. Any more questions?
Sir, where can we get a copy of the song titled Lamentation?
You will get it in Alaba International Market, Lagos, Opiweka, Onitsha, Aba, Enimba City. Let me use this opportunity to thank my fans out there, well wishers, and every one of you, home and abroad, for your prayers and encouragement towards me. I really appreciate you all, including my critics. I thank you too. All these things must go together and bringing out the best in me. That is how I see it. Finally, I want to plead with every one of you who loves what I am doing, especially my fellow Biafrans, home and abroad, to encourage me in my music career by at least buying a copy of my musical CDs in the market. Notwithstanding, I know that some of you have been asking for my account number. I have decided to put it on the screen. As you are watching my interview on music, you will be seeing my account number on the screen. Just for your encouragement, while seriously anticipating for your financial support. No amount is too small to support your song. All hail Biafra, all hail Biafra, Biafra, one family. Lest I forget, I am available for music shows if you want me. But you must first contact my manager for negotiations. His numbers are 080-650-14230, 080-395-88339. Thank you. See you next time.